To everybody in the real world, it's like, whatever, this is ridiculously stupid. But if you're in Scientology or you're in the Sea Organization, and you may have gone to the RPF, the Rehabilitation Project Force, which is like the Scientology work camp for 5 or 6 years because you made out with your boyfriend or maybe was involved in some other activities that led to one thing or another, and you were literally in a prison camp.
Normal human instincts.
Yeah, you were in a prison camp for 5 years. And the person who may have said you need to go and do that was David Miscavige. And he had already been doing that way before. And here's the other thing, which this is a huge, because this happened and because he was so fascinated with it, and because if you say, well, if he believed in the technology and he believes in this and he believes in that, it's very, very probable that in that 3 years, David Miscavige wasn't the head of Scientology during this time. No. And Shelley wasn't anything either. She had been a messenger for L Ron Hubbard by this time.
Yeah. But they were executives, but they were not top executives.
Yeah.
I mean, they had power, but they weren't the leaders. They were 5 years off from that, or more actually at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. So the point is that it's very probable and highly likely that during that 3-year period, they were interrogated on the e-meter if they had been up to nonsense. And they had both lied and said, no, we weren't. Yep. So the fact that David, holier than thou Miscavige, cranky boss baby, was doing up to nonsense when L Ron Hubbard was still around, and they were in one way or another working for him, and they were up to all this nonsense. For any Sea Org member that's out there, it's gonna mean something to them, and it's gonna make a lot of things about David Miscavige make sense. Like he's not better than everybody else. He's not pure and
pure as the driven snow. And the funny
he's
part
got
too,
he's got dirty hands. According to his sort of standards that he holds everybody else to, he was doing that stuff way more and way before any of them.